Hey y'all, it's LaJoie and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and thank you for seeing my thumbnail and being like, you know what? I'm gonna see what this is. I'm gonna check out what this video is because I think I have something to learn from it. And trust me, you do. You have a lot to learn from this video. And if you are a returning if you're a returning part of this family, please know that I deeply appreciate you and thank you for being an OG. Okay, let's get into it. So today I wanted to talk about how to accelerate the law of attraction and give you my full 4-month method. Okay, become your future self, develop your dream life in 4 months. It is possible, and I'm gonna show y'all how I did it and how you can do it too. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, first of all, I want to introduce y'all to my little crystals here. Okay, and actually this one is super special. This is my abundance crystal. So by you watching this video, by you being here, you are actually harnessing this energy, and I'm telling you, I put a lot of love, a lot of abundance into this crystal, so I know you will get abundance out of this video. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with breaking down the months. I'm just gonna get straight into it. Okay, y'all. Month 1, and today, because I'm not outside, usually I like to be outside for these, but today I'm not outside, so I opened up my window, so y'all gonna hear nature. Okay, y'all gonna hear a lot of nature in this video. Okay, so month 1, you're gonna focus on 2 things: scripting, which is going to be a little bit of intense of a process. I'll explain why in a second. Scripting and preparing to receive your manifestations. I had to think about what the P was for a second. Okay, so you're going to do those 2 things month 1, okay? So month 1 for scripting, what you're going to do is you're going to script for 63 days straight every morning, first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, okay? This is super important. It's vital to this whole process, okay? And why I say that is because this is what allowed me to manifest my dream life, sort of like basically unknowingly, in 4.5 months. This was a big part of my method, okay? So you're scripting every day to allow the universe to know this is something you want. This is something you are intending to happen. But there's a couple of caveats. There's a couple of details y'all need to know before scripting, okay? So, of course, there's many videos out there about scripting, what to do, what not to do, what to say, what not to say, how to do it, how not to do it. But I wanted to talk about the key steps to scripting in my process of becoming my future self in 4.5 months. And that key is that you absolutely need to be scripting with feeling. Every single thing that you write down every morning needs to be something that your heart feels. If there are more than a couple of days where your heart isn't feeling what you're writing down, you need to get rid of that. That means that that thing is not in alignment for you. Okay, and you probably won't even see that thing manifest, most likely. So before you even start the scripting process, I want you to take 4 days to work on what you're trying to manifest into your life, okay? The first day, you're gonna kind of brainstorm what you feel, again, keyword is feeling, what you feel you desire in your life. You're gonna brainstorm, just write it out, okay? You can write it out in first person, but it's not going to be the official manifestation method yet, okay? You can do that for the first day. The second day, you're going to review it. You're going to review each and every single thing that you wrote out that you thought your heart desired. If there's any part of that, any of the words that you wrote where you're not feeling the love or the desire to have that, take it off the list, okay? Now, day 3, you're actually going to write out the manifestations, the official manifestations. I know some of y'all like, this is a lot, but I'm telling you, this is the work. This is the abundance. When you put in abundance, when you put in intention, when you put in love, that's what you get at the end of it. That's what you're going to receive, okay? This is a universal law. What you put in, you get out. So if you want to do a quick manifestation thing in one day, that's fine. Okay, go ahead. But this is a method that works. Okay? So that's the 3rd day. You're going to write out your manifestations. Okay? 4th day, you're going to go through them again, make sure that they are all in alignment, and you're actually going to do your manifestation ceremony. Now, everybody's ceremony is different. You can do a new moon ceremony. If you want to do it, you're going to have to plan 4 days before the new moon, okay? But you don't have to, okay? You don't have to do it with the moon cycles. You can do it on using numerology. You can do it using your luckiest day of the month. That's something I highly, highly recommend. Look at your, what is it called? Your body chart. I forgot what it's basically, you find it online. It's a body chart that allows you to track your emotional ups and downs, your intelligent ups and downs, when you're going to be the smartest, or the most intelligent out of the whole month, when you're going to be the most emotional, out of the whole month. I want to say body graph. I don't think it's body graph. It'll come to me. But you want to check that, make sure everything is in alignment, okay? So don't just look at the new moon, look at how you're going to be physically, okay? Emotionally. Check your intuition. Is your intuition going to be on point when you do your manifestation method? You got to take those into consideration, okay? So that's what you got to do to prepare the script. Now, once you have that scripting, right, and you did your manifestation ceremony, you're going to make affirmations based off of the manifestations that you sent or that you intended during the ceremony, okay? So, and actually make sure to do this before you do your ceremony, so you don't have to open up. You know, for some of y'all who are doing like the whole folding the paper and everything, do this before. So when you have your manifestations, you're going to write down affirmations to affirm what you are trying to intend and create in your life. Once you have that, then you're going to use those affirmations as your morning scripting method. You need to stick to it for the next 63 days. Yes, you heard right, 63 days, okay? We're in it for the long haul. Again, the abundance you put in is the abundance you're going to get out. So you're going to intend, that's what you're going to do in month 1, okay? And month 2. Scripting in the morning, first thing in the morning when you get up, okay? So make sure you are setting up the next 2 months to do this work, okay? Sometimes, not sometimes, but for me, that meant that I had to stop going out with my friends just for 2 months. But I had to stop going out because it wasn't helping me wake up with the right intention, wake up with the clarity that I needed to put the intention to script out what I wanted to manifest in my life, okay? And for those of y'all who are like, oh, this isn't quick. Yeah, it's not quick because, like, again, you want to put in intention. If you want something quick, then yeah, you can do the like 2-day scripting method or the 15-day. I don't even think there's 15 days anymore. I was looking on TikTok the other day and it's like, you know, manifest in 2 days. It's like, do you really want that fast manifestation? And if you, some of y'all are ready to receive your manifestations in 2 days, but I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've tried that and it probably didn't work. So I want you to do this method instead, okay? So then you're gonna start preparing to receive. That's what I had to do. Part of my preparation to receive was to stop going out with my friends. I had to stop drinking. It was all to prepare my body, mind, and soul to receive my manifestations. One of my manifestations was that I was healthy, happy, and whole. Okay, to be healthy, I had to start exercising regularly. To be happy, I had to prioritize my happiness. Okay, to feel whole, I had to do work. I had to do my inner child work. Okay, you need to do that. And actually, for all of y'all watching this, make sure you have at least that statement when you're scripting. I am healthy, I'm happy, I'm whole. And it's more open. It's, you know, it's not very detailed, but this, I really do believe that this was what allowed me to bring in magic and into my life and to bring in kind of this this lifestyle that I couldn't have even imagined at that point, to be honest. So make sure to have that, okay? So for the second month, what you're going to do is you're going to continue to script, okay? Remember, you're doing this for 63 days. And then you are also going to start working on emotional processing, okay? Remember, we are preparing to receive our manifestations. If you do not prepare to receive your manifestations, you will not receive them. Or if you do receive them, you won't be able to hold them for a long time, okay? You want to prepare yourself to receive. So you're going to start doing the emotional processing that is necessary to receive your manifestations, that is necessary for you to level up in your life, okay? This is especially for those of y'all who want to, you know, step up in your career or get a promotion. You need to do that emotional processing, because 9 times out of 10, it's your emotions that are getting in your way of success. And for that other 1 out of 10, maybe it's the person you dating, okay? Maybe. But for most of us, it's the emotions, okay? So learn to process your emotions in a healthy way. Learn to develop a strong relationship with your emotions. You want to have a deep, loving relationship with your emotions, okay? That inner child work, that's what you're doing, okay? Emotional processing. Now, I do have an emotional processing on my website, link is in the description below, but it's an emotional processing journal that you can do. You can use it for the whole month, every single day, different activity, okay? So you're going to continue with scripting. Now, month 3, we're going to switch from scripting. You might have, like, depending on the month, 2 extra days in month 3 that you're going to have to continue your scripting. Because again, 63 days, okay? So depending on when you do it, sometimes it's 3 days, but you got to continue to do the scripting. And then after you do the scripting, you're going to switch and you're going to turn to gratitude. This is the next thing that you need to do, and you actually are going to have to keep up with this for the rest of your life, really. Wake up with gratitude statements. You're going to start waking up, prioritizing gratitude. Tell yourself 10 things you're grateful for in the morning. You can write them down, or you can think of them in your head, or you can speak of them out loud, okay? You can do one of the 3. But for gratitude, what I want to really emphasize is that this is going to be a life change, okay? And this is really going to help y'all in the morning, especially for those of y'all who wake up with negative feelings, negative emotions, worry in the morning, okay? You're just thinking about what's going to happen at work. This is like one of the best pattern interrupts that I have used in my life is gratitude. So whenever I'm thinking negatively in the morning, or I'm thinking of stuff that I don't want to really, not even want to think about, but what is not serving me, what is not helping me to think about, automatic, I go into gratitude and I start saying, I'm grateful for my feet. I'm grateful for my socks. I'm grateful for my pajamas. I'm grateful for these sheets on my bed. I'm grateful for having a bed. I'm grateful for having a safe space. I just keep on going like that. And I wake up with that energy. And then eventually in that morning, you will have a happier morning and you'll forget about the negative things. So especially for those of y'all who are waking up in that energy, going to bed with that energy, do gratitude, okay? When you wake up in the morning, before you go to bed. Because the more things you're grateful for, the more grateful things you are going to attract in your life, okay? The second thing you're going to do for month 3 is limiting belief processing, okay? Do this every single day of the month. Again, you have to be committed. You have to be committed. You are really trying to develop a stronger relationship with yourself. You're really trying to develop a loving relationship with yourself. And to do that, especially for those of you watching, which probably if you're watching this is you are trying to undo the programming that did not serve us in the past. And to do that, you got to put in the work, okay? So these 4 months, yeah, it's going to be intense, but yes, it's going to bring miracles into your life. It's going to radically change your life. And I know that these are pretty general steps, but that's because this is about you. This isn't about me. And this is a really key thing that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to attracting your dream life, attracting your soulmate, attracting this reality that you might not be in at the moment you're watching this video, or you're on the path to becoming that. It's all about you. You need to figure out what limiting beliefs you have that you have to overcome. You have to figure out the emotional processing that you need to do to get to your future self, because every single person is different. I really built a method to apply to you, not to everybody, to you. You absolutely need to do the work, and you need to do and build your own method. Based off of this, you have to build your own method, okay? So you're going to be looking at limiting beliefs. If money is a big thing that you are struggling with right now, you're going to be doing a lot of limiting belief processing about money. If self-love is a big thing you're working on, you're going to be doing a lot of limiting beliefs about self-love. Okay. So month 3, gratitude and limiting beliefs. Okay. Fine tune it to you. But everybody really should be waking up in gratitude and going to bed in gratitude. And if you want that little cherry on top, you're going to be doing some gratitude practices probably midday during lunch, okay? I always try to do this sometime during my day. I'll list out like 9 things that I'm really, truly grateful for. Okay, in month 4, more gratitude, of course, okay? And then this is going to be the key. This is what is going to allow you to have the magic come into your life. And that is letting go with grace. A lot of people, they want to hold on to their manifestations. They want to be like, okay, like I can't wait for when I do this, this, and this. You've already done the visualization. You've already done the scripting. Let go. Don't worry about it. This was a very pivotal point for me when I was doing this method. In month 4, I didn't focus on like, and then I'm going to get this thing's going to happen. And then I'm going to sign with these people. And then I'm going to become like, you know, a big musician. Like, I didn't focus on that. Literally what I was focused on was I was like really content with where I was at. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, I think this was about March. So I was like, oh, you know, it's March. I can't wait to plant the seeds, literally plant the physical seeds that I was sowing. I can't wait to have my garden out front. I can't wait to have access to fresh fruits and vegetables. Like I was really looking forward to that. That's kind of the mindset I was in. I was just in gratitude constantly appreciating everything that was around me. Even though at this time I was probably the loneliest I had been in years. You know, I was probably, I don't want to say like loneliest with like a negative connotation, because I think this is kind of a really great tool of oppression, is teaching us that loneliness is a bad thing, it's a negative thing. It's actually a beautiful thing. It's actually the medicine that many of us need to manifest our reality. It's the medicine that many of us absolutely need in order to grow, in order to love ourselves more. But we won't get into that. That's a story for another conversation, another video. Okay, but you need to let go with grace, let go with gratitude, let go with love, and continue to, looks like somebody agrees. You got to continue to work on the things that you know are going to benefit you, you know are going to bring you into a space of self-love. And speaking of that, there's one more thing that I didn't even mention in this 4-month guide. And it is that you absolutely need to do more of what you love. Okay, for some of y'all, this is going to take a little 1 hour reflection session where you're simply asking down, what did I love to do when I was a kid? Do more of that. Okay. One thing that I love to do, which at the time when I was doing this method, I wasn't aware of, but now I am now. But one thing that I did a lot of during these 4 months was I performed consistently. I practiced my music performance. Because at the time, as some of y'all know, I was a female rapper. And so I was practicing those performances. And I was also practicing my more healing music that I was creating. And so I was doing that consistently, 1 to 2 hours, 5 days a week, okay? So you need to find out what you absolutely love to do. Do that 1 to 2 hours, 5 days a week, okay? You absolutely need to do this. But what I became aware of literally today was that when I was a kid, I loved to perform. I loved to like imagine that I was like this superstar, and my mom has videos of this. Like I really thought I was it. At 7 years old, dancing to Beyonce and Destiny's Child. Like I really thought I was it. And I loved it. I loved being in that, like, I would even say that like goddess energy, right? I feel like that's what a lot of divas have when they're on stage. They have this energy of like, of goddess, of really embodying love and then giving it to the crowd. And I loved that. And so I did more of that. And when I did more of that, that allowed me to accelerate this process of the law of attraction. So make sure to do more of that, okay? The other thing that I didn't put up here that I'm going to tell y'all that really changed my life was intermittent fasting. And there's a couple of reasons, and maybe I'll make a video about this later, because this is intermittent fasting is everybody needs to do this. This is like the healing miracle, really. Especially if you have a lot of like gut issues, if you have a lot of issues with your like brain fog too, this is gonna help you a lot. ADHD, this is really gonna change your life. But intermittent fasting, so that was one thing that I started doing probably between month 1 and month 2. And so I literally I woke up in the morning, I had tea, maybe the tea had a little bit of honey in it. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't, depending on the day. But I would just drink water throughout the day. And then I was teaching at the time, so when I came back home around 3:30, 4 o'clock, that was when I would eat, and I would break my fast with a smoothie or a fresh fruit. Okay, this is the key. Also, if you do intermittent fasting, you can't break your fast with some chips. You cannot break your fast with a cheeseburger. That's not how that works. Okay, and actually it's damaging to your gut. Okay, you need to break your fast with fruit. That's it. No eggs. I'm not gonna say eggs. I'm not gonna say a little breakfast bar. No. Break your fast with fruit. Okay, you can do a smoothie. Make sure it's fresh fruit. Make sure it's fruit that has seeds in it. Those are the requirements, the top 2 requirements. I would say, try to do organic when you can. If there's one thing that you're gonna buy organic, it's gonna be fresh fruit. Okay, but that's me. You don't have to, but it's recommended. But that really changed my life because it allowed me to focus at work. It allowed me to go to work with clarity. It allowed me to find the things that I was grateful for in the moments where I was working, where it wasn't, it wasn't the ideal situation. It wasn't the ideal job. Because I was a substitute teacher. So teachers watching this, y'all know, I think y'all know what I went through, but I was pretty good at my job. So, for me, it was, it was okay. It was okay. Still had my days, but I got through it. But yeah, you want to do intermittent fasting. It's going to help you, oh my God, with so much focus, intelligence. If you're one of those people who thought you couldn't do well at school, I'm telling you right now, intermittent fasting is it. You got to make sure though, drink your water throughout the day. You got to always have water throughout the day. Listen, you have to have water if you're intermittent fasting, okay? Okay. So that's basically the tea for how to accelerate your life in 4 months. Literally giving y'all the magic right now. Okay, so next we're going to go into the do now. Sorry, let me pretending like I don't have notes in front of me. Look, I got my notes in front of me. So do now. I want y'all to actually download the full guide below in the description below. That'll outline everything that you need to do in the next 4.5 months. And that's the do now. That's the do now. Okay. That's it. Now we're going to get into journal prompts, because I know some of y'all need them. First journal prompt. Am I ready to receive? Am I ready to receive my manifestations? Write that down, figure it out, answer the question with integrity, answer the question within a space that is honest, okay? See if you can detach, how do I put this? See if you can see yourself from the outside and be the person asking the question. Be the therapist for yourself, basically, okay? Am I ready to receive my manifestations? Ask it honestly. Answer it honestly. If not, what are 3 ways that I can be ready? What are 3 changes I can make in my life right now? 3 small changes, okay, that will allow me to be ready for my manifestations. If one of your manifestations is to have healthier teeth, okay, start researching ways to have healthier teeth. Maybe you don't brush your teeth in the morning. That's your one little action. You got to start brushing your teeth in the morning, okay? If you answered yes, how can I prepare to receive our manifestations even more? Okay, what is more you can do? Because that's really the truth of becoming your future self, of really actualizing your dream life. you have to come from the point where you're at now, okay? What are changes that you can make now to help you step into that future version of yourself, okay? Not you 10 years ago, not you 5 years ago, not you a month ago. What are the changes you can make now, okay? And this is really important. A good example is, so if one of the things getting in your way is emotional processing, right? And you've been seeing a therapist for the past 2 years, you need to do more emotional processing. That means that on top of seeing the therapist, you have to do more intentional emotional processing work, okay? Now, if those of y'all who are watching this and you know you have to do emotional processing and you don't have a therapist, your change is going to be to get a therapist, and make sure you go to those sessions with intention, with the intention to process your emotions, with the intention to find solutions to the emotional triggers, to the reactions that you have in everyday life, okay? So that's what I mean by you now. You need to see yourself now, what changes you can make now that'll help you get closer to your future self, okay? So it's going to be different for everybody. But that's why I love this method, is because it can apply to everybody, and it also allows everybody to find their own solution and kind of integrate the parts of themselves that they need to work on with this method, okay? Okay. That's gonna be it for this week. I love y'all so much. And oh, make sure to check out also my video on how I went shopping for some of y'all who are watching, okay? So I have a little video on that because I love to give. I love giving gifts, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited to give these special gifts. So check that out, okay? I love y'all so much. Again, remember the guide is in the description below, and I will see y'all later, okay? Make sure to work on this, okay? And if you need any help with this, also make sure to check out, again, in the same link, you're gonna find more support on this method, okay? Okay, I love y'all so much. Peace.